Bamushanina wali hati waipango kubambo hati balamone kuba loyo hati lulyanga bakwata balatampa nefisungu hati shilota who are you? Do you know me? Do you know who I am? You see, I don't talk to poor people. Who are you? So tuli supu, we ulanda fefi sungunga wafola. Ula chinja nente mbanga na upati we MWANKOLE. Sawi bukita vyaba na wenga taupete we MWANKOLE. Makapeze kana nalama bamakamba na vizungu. Atishilota who are you? Do you know me? Do you know who I am? International Patrick, Pativi, Kelson, Chris Mo, Christopher Katongo, Simon, Gawajimuka, Dream. Do you know me? Do you know who I am? FTJ1.
DRIMZ MUSIQ just gave us a wonderful performance, and he gave it to us Zambian style. I'm here to find out what he's doing in the land of the brave. You know, you came to Namibia at the most wonderful time because it's raining.
Really?
Yeah. Have you been here before?
This is my first time.
How are you loving Namibia and the weather?
I was almost welcoming you. I'm already feeling like home.
You see? Namibians are known for that. Welcome to the show, Mr. DRIMZ.
Thank you so much for having me.
How do you feel about being in Namibia, as well as, you know, having a chance to actually perform for Namibians? It's a big deal.
Sure. I feel excited, and I know I'm up for, you know, a new challenge. But obviously, I'm always equal to the task.
Yeah. Before I get into your performance, I just need to find out, being from Zambia, do you include your cultural aspects into your music, or how do you get from, you know, preparing your music from pen to paper and then getting into the studio?
Obviously, understand that as a people, we have got our own collective norms and values, and when it comes to art, there's no way that you can just leave that aspect out, because you are looking at doing music that is going to, you know, be in people's ears, people's faces every day. So it should be something that people should find so easy to relate with. So you can't just rule away that fact of, you know, adding, you know, collective values and norms to art.
You're now bringing that different style of music to Namibia. What do you want the Namibian crowd,
or
even other Namibian artists, to take away from you?
Is it different?
It is different, because you sound similar to our people from the Zambezi region. But then we don't get a chance to actually see many of those performances here in Windhoek. So me as an audience watching you perform, what do you want me to take away from you, being from a completely different world from you?
I think now we're in a global village, and everything that we do, everything that we listen to, everything that we're enjoying now is not just something that is within our confines. It is also something that is outside our boundaries, and this is all you know, all because of technology. So I understand that my music has got a very huge, you know, reception here. And I think we're at a time when we can't really say, like it used to be back then, like if it was Nigerian music, it's just Nigerian music. If it was Zambian music, but like I said, because of now us being, you know, belonging to a global village, I think we have shared and common interests.
Would you say that your music has evolved over the years, seeing that, you know, music is really, really changing, and now the rest of the world is actually starting to relate even to music from Africa? Sure.
Obviously, as an artist, you understand that I belong to an industry that is dynamic. So I cannot just be in a space where I get too comfortable and say, since I'm DRIMZ and have done so many hit songs, everything that I do in the studio will go. Definitely, I would be in a place where when somebody else comes, then you sync. You get my point. So you need to make sure that you are in sync with what is obtaining on the market, because there are trends. And sometimes you are influenced by trends that, you know, obtaining at that particular time. Sure.
Namibia is very rich in culture. We are very rich in our landscape. And I'm sure you have been keeping an eye on a certain Namibian artist. Are there any other artists that you're maybe planning on collaborating or working with in Namibia?
Just this morning, I spoke to my team from Namibia to say, let's make use of this time. If I know DJ Sia, like we're always talking. I know Gaza. I know The Dog. I know, what's his name again?
You know your artist. You know your Namibian artist. No, definitely. Well, you'll be
I think we are one people. We're just separated by these boundaries.
By boundaries,
but I think we're one people. Yeah.
So what can we expect from your performance then this weekend?
Like I always say, every time there's an event and DRIMZ Mr. Music is performing, I don't like to call it a show. For me, it's an experience. It's an opportunity for me, obviously, to show myself and just to get to interact with the people that love my music.
Well, your music involves not only singing but also dancing. Take me through just a quick look at how you prepare for a performance.
Sure. So I have a team that I work with. Obviously, people just look at this artist and think it's all about individual brilliance. So there's a whole lot of people in the background that, you know, work on our choreography and when we're doing these trips and everything, making sure that everything is just on point. So back then I never used to dance. But when I got myself the dancing team, I was forced, and now I think I'm doing a better job than these guys. So I think I need to half their size or something.
Well, I love that. I really love that. Well, thank you so much for coming through to Namibia. Looking forward to seeing you perform. I'm definitely going to try to make my way there. I'll come. I'll be there.
Thank you. Don't forget it's at Old Jantemba.
Old Jantemba.
Tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. Well, Mr. DRIMZ is here all the way from Zambia, and he's here to grace Namibian stage with performances. Also, my next guest is an artist who started off as only a dancer. I told him backstage that I love to see it, and he's here to deliver his very own music. Let me surprise you with this masterpiece by Bones.